Hi mathematicians, for this video you are going to need your workbook, page 117. So if you don't have your workbook open yet, pause the video please and open to page 117. Now that you've got your book open to the right place, there are several questions up here at the top for each data set, but don't do these. I only want you to focus on the first question. And when they talk about the best measure of center, it's asking you to either decide whether you're going to use the mean or the median. So for each question, you'll choose one or the other. And then for the measure of variability, choose between the standard deviation or IQR, interquartile range. So let's get started. So in option 1, or in question number 1, you can see that each of these sets of data are symmetrical or symmetric, which, remember what that means is that if you split it in half, they look the same on each side. So in statistics, when we have data that are symmetric or pretty close to symmetric, they don't have to be perfect, they just need to be pretty close. The best measure of center to use is the mean, and the best measure of variability is the standard deviation. So for question number 1, your answer should be mean and standard deviation. Okay, now you pause the video and try to find your own answer for number 2. So remember, you want to ask yourself, are these symmetric? Hopefully you have paused the video and tried it yourself and are ready to now check your answer. Like the first problem, you've got your middle and it's pretty balanced on both sides. And 2B also has the middle and it's also symmetric on both sides. So again, number 2, both examples are symmetric. Which means you should use the mean for your measure of center, and you should use the standard deviation, for your measure of spread. Now pause the video, try your answer for number 3, and restart the video when you're ready to check your answer. So in A, if we look at the middle, we can see that it's not symmetric on both sides. It does not look the same on either side. And if you look at 3B, these also don't look the same on either side. Okay, what we have here is we have most of your data is here, but then you have these data points that are skewing because they don't quite fit in. So for our data points for number 3, they are not symmetric. So instead of the mean, we are going to use the median. Okay, so no mean, we're going to use the median, and no standard deviation. Instead, we are going to use the interquartile range, which we also call IQR for short. Okay, pause the video, try to take a look at number 4, and then restart the video when you're ready. I'm going to assume you've done that and you're ready to check your answer. So looking at here, we do have our middle and we're symmetrical on both sides, which again means we're going to use the mean and standard deviation. Now let's look at number 5. Pause the video, try to decide what the answer should be. I'm going to assume that you have paused the video and you've tried the answer yourself. So here, remember, this is the median of a box plot, which means that this is the middle. And you can tell that on either side of the median, it does not look the same. Same thing for 5B. The median is here, which is the middle, and this is also not symmetric. So both of these are not symmetric, which means that instead of using the mean, we're going to use the median. And instead of the standard deviation, we are going to use the interquartile range. And you do not need to do these.